Alright guys, how's it going? This is ExtrmWill. I noticed yesterday while I was playing around a little bit that my microphone seems like it's starting to go bad, so I switched. I'm using a different microphone now. Hoping this one works better. It did just take an hour doing that I didn't really have to get that to work, but we'll get done. There's a bunch of stuff I just want to cover really quickly here. They did a bunch of different updating stuff that they're going to do and some different questions that I kind of really want to see. So we're going to see kind of how some of this stuff breaks down here really quickly. And then I got to go start getting ready for work. But we're going to put a couple minutes into some of the stuff is kind of important. So I brought up a whole bunch of different threads from the update that they have on there. So we'll just discuss some of it real quickly. They made some pretty big changes and announcements. So some of the big stuff in here, I didn't really read all these that much yet, so we'll read them right here real quickly. Will the infinite streak be similar? Sunday T4 events. The featured arena is now most like Sunday's T4 arenas. You can expect to play more like one of those arenas. It's going to play more like the Crystal Cornucopia, which is pretty cool because the Crystal Cornucopia, the AI is actually like really weak. So I mean, even if the match says it's hard, it's really not that hard at all. It's a lot easier than it used to be. The AI, so like even when it says it's hard, it's not going to be anywhere near as hard as it was. So the arena fights will be a lot easier. I don't know exactly how I feel about that. I guess it's cool because you'll get more points, but that means everybody will get more points. So there's not going to be as much of a benefit to being a more skilled player. I guess like you could still kind of beat someone more skilled than me can probably get a little bit further. We'll see. It's not gonna. They're not gonna play with the same infinite streak that they used to. Basically, all you need to do is just use the maxed out guys for an area to do it. So changes will apply. Basic champions are still garbage. Cutoffs you should be able to tell by looking at. With basic and featured being separate, you no longer go for featured and fall back if you get to basic as reward for your time. This is definitely something we thought about because we wanted top prize we made about 4-star shards fall back. Okay, yeah. It's not too bad. When you split the arenas like this, it stops top tier players from monopolizing each of them. All players can choose a grid in both arenas to choose. Nothing really stop it, just kind of, whatever. Future champions will eventually become reaches the most fives. Let's make some good points in here. Do you think that the featured champions will eventually be a case of the most fives? But yeah, their response is just the recharge cooldown time. But I guess you can still spend your units on fives, but it wouldn't matter how many fives you have if you're doing the recharge. You only need a good team of 3. You wouldn't want to recharge all of your fives and be using your inferior teams. You would only really want to recharge your one superior team, so it would have nothing to do with who has the most fives. Unless, I mean, it would become much more of who can make the best 5-star team and just keep recharging those 3 champions. So, I mean, if you want to play with some kind of strategy. I'm looking to making different brackets. Won't affect me. How will this affect featured 4-star scoring? I don't even care that much about this. This isn't even that big one. The biggest things I want to know, I guess, was the infinite streak, which looks like it may not really matter. So let's get to the next one. And there was nothing literally in this one. Let's get to this one. Please don't read the questions and answers behind. General similarities change on the front. Changes from percentage-based flat values. In contest percentage values. I think this is what they're doing on. No, is this? This is what they said they did a whole bunch more than this. So I just kind of opened everything up so you can kind of look through them. This one is probably posted at the bottom of everything, but I mean, I don't know how much of this is even going to be relevant anymore. Alright, this is where we start getting some big stuff. They're going to do some changes in Alliance War and Alliance Quest. They're going to completely remove thorns on hard Challenger and Expert maps. To be honest, I'm not even sure which ones count as hard Challenger or Expert maps. This is for Alliance War, so I'm not even sure which one I'm in. Hopefully I'm in the one where they remove thorns, because I don't like thorns. I guess that'll make it... I was kind of hoping you leave it in and just make it so like no one could win an Alliance War anymore, so you had to use more strategy to come up with a better way to actually win. I was hoping they set it so like you could not actually clear it, because I think that would make it a lot more fun if you had to try to figure out how to win just on sheer points. And if like if they would go back to just not being able to beat the mini bosses. I mean, it would give a clear cut advantage to the guys who've been playing for like 2 years and the top 5 or 10% of guys at fighting, because they might still be able to, but I wouldn't have had a problem with that. If it would have made it a lot harder. I mean, it's already really hard and difficult, but I think the difficulty is what makes the game fun. If Alliance War was really easy and every alliance was clearing everyone every time, it wouldn't be that much fun. If I were better at Alliance War, I don't know if I would necessarily enjoy it as much. If I were better at Alliance War, I would probably quit. Honestly, I think I would be bored with the game already. But as I find Alliance War to be incredibly tough and challenging, it gives me a reason to want to stick around and to want to keep getting better and to want to keep growing my account and keep learning more. So I'm going to change a bunch of different nodes, kind of how they work, to make it easier with some of the changes that they've done. So the next time we do it, I mean, the officers in my alliance are going to have to pay far more attention to this than I'm going to have to pay attention to in this. And then when I place my units, I'll sit down and try and read them all before I walk through my path. Before you go through your path, make sure you actually take a look at the nodes again. I normally don't look at them every time because they only change if you go up and down tier. So eventually you start to know what they are pretty well. But they're gonna do some small changes. So next time, take a look at them, make sure you know what you're going up against. Completely removing thorns will make those paths way easier. All right, let's come in here then. Is this the real big one? Hey Summoner, got another update for you. It's been a busy day of fixing bugs, monitoring massive changes that we've just launched within the contest. We've already touched on some of this last night. We want to provide more specific details about where we focus our attention. Based on feedback, we are heavily reviewing the following key areas of possible tuning. The severity of Doctor Strange's nerf, that's I thought they said they were actually fixing it. That like fact says they're monitoring. I heard that they were fixing him on Monday with the new patch. They're going to put a patch out like a day early, and they're going to fix his nerf. But I guess we'll wait and see. Whatever. Doctor Strange was definitely my best character. It was kind of stinks that he got nerfed so hard. But if my Doctor Strange got nerfed so hard, it meant so did everybody else's. So, I mean, someone who's a much better player than I am can't use Doctor Strange to clear the entirety of war anymore. I'm not that worried about it. They have to learn how to play more players. I'm a big arena guy, so I believe in learning how to play everyone anyways. Tuning difficulty, Realm of Legends, Labyrinth of Legends, and other harder content with the game. I don't have much of a problem with them just leaving everything like really, really hard to the point, you can't really do it. I don't, the hard content should be hard. I don't believe in this whole soft regeneration, everyone should get a medal for participating, I mean, I love it when they give us free stuff for just logging in every day, but I mean, that's part of their scheme to keep us all playing, make sure you log in every day. You don't take a day off. You miss your thing for the login calendar. You'll miss your free heal potion you get from your 4-hour crystal. So you've got to log in every 4 hours to get that free heal potion. To extend the damage players, the extent of damage players will take pairing. Yeah, I don't know why they jacked that all up. Them make that better again. That'll be nicer. Pairing is what I plan on pretty much trying to do for my defense. So trying to work constantly at getting better at that. I think most people should. I mean, it's one of those things I think, kind of like at my job. I feel like I've been doing my job for a long time, but I feel like I'm still constantly working to try to get better at different things every single day. Things change slightly from time to time, and I think working on your pairing is something that I will always be working on, you know, as long as I play the game. I'll always feel like there's always room for improvement on it, for, you know, pairing and intercepting to get just a little bit better. Figure out how to fine tune it. I can't imagine anyone really feels like, you know, I'm sure those people feel like they have it down really well, but I can't imagine anyone feels like they have every single portion of every animation. I'm like, I guess you can't really have every portion of everything down because they release new characters often enough where it becomes, yeah, you have to keep constant working on it, you know. It's not something that's ever fully just done, you know. Just keep working on it. You know, yeah, they're making changes. Lions Quest, Lions War. Here's mentioned, we are monitoring data and will continue to do so over the weekend. In addition, reviewing your comments, further announcements on Monday. As mentioned in last night's statement, we want to maintain a measure twice, cut once approach, yada, yada, yada. We want to take a moment to thank members of the community that continue to air their concerns with us constructively. Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of people airing concerns constructively. I don't know where they're getting that BS from. I have not really, I guess, I haven't been watching a lot of other people's YouTube stuff. As soon as I started hearing that everything was just negative, I just stopped watching everybody else. Contest Champion's normally the only one I'm able to catch live, and he went over to Twitch, so I haven't even. Yeah, I guess I tried logging into his channel once, and he wasn't actually on running when I went in there. His screen was up, but I think he was in like an away screen or something. So I haven't actually seen anyone else. Because I guess I don't necessarily I don't want my opinions to be influenced by everyone else's. I want my opinions to just be my opinions. Because I prefer it better that way. So I'm going to do another update Monday, 5 p.m. PST. I have no idea what time that is for me. Is that going to be like normal maintenance time, but they're going to do maintenance on Monday instead of Tuesday, maybe? I have no idea. We'll see. And they're going to keep continuing to monitor what everyone says on their website and other people's websites, not just their own. So, you know, when you're walking around swearing, saying how terrible it all is, keep in mind that they're kind of paying attention to everything. No, I mean, you know, everyone who is complaining, if you guys are going to get them to fix and make some stuff a little bit better and easier, I guess that's cool, but I don't know. I'm not a big fan of all the complaining. Just in general. I don't like people who complain. I'd rather just, you know, whatever. It is what it is. It's a video game. I don't have to get too stressed out over it. I do love the game, though. I mean, I'd probably play 40 to 60 hours a week. So, I mean, you know, whatever they think they got to do to make the game more enjoyable. Making Doctor Strange stronger again will definitely be nicer. You know, it'd be nice if his armor did something, and it'd be nice if his heal actually did something again, you know, and they weren't just complete waste of time. You know, because his armor doesn't even seem like he gets any extra armor. It's not, you know, if he's only getting like a +10 while he's in armor, it's kind of like, well, what's the big deal? You know, masteries give you more than that. So, even masteries you don't want. Do I have any more to discuss? Hopefully not. No, that's it. This is me and my groomsmen when I got married. That's me in the middle. So, alright, let's switch back. So that was all I was really going to discuss. Yeah, when I get home, I'll figure out how to do. I was using the microphone in my camera, so I got to figure out how to turn that off. That's why I didn't use my picture on this. But I got to go start getting ready for work, guys. I got a bunch of things I need to do too. I was supposed to get done. I didn't do any of my chores because instead I figured I would discuss the changes. So hopefully this is helpful, and I guess we have to start reading the forums more often if they're going to keep making massive changes every day. I don't really want to keep looking at the forums every day because that's time I could be spending playing, you know, and then I got to make a video about something that I could be spending time playing, and, you know, yeah. We'll see how it goes, though. I'm sure they'll get this right eventually, and everything will be a lot nicer, and everybody will be happy for it, so. Take it easy, guys. Until next time.